beltways and into the wood. I mean, tens of thousands of people would show you, standing room only. You could not get in. We had one up the road from where our affiliate is here in North Florida, Ocala. And, man, people came out of the woodwork to attend these events. There's definitely something going on. And dead people, what Donald Trump has said, this is not the birther thing. This is a reality that there has been investigations into this, but nobody has tried to address as Donald Trump has. People say, well, why doesn't he leave it alone? He's already the president. It shouldn't matter. He's already got, the vote that he needed to get in. So who cares if he didn't win the popular vote? Who cares? But he does care because he wants it to be fair for all. And if you got illegals voting, and this is part of the problem, these illegals that are voting are paid voters. That's why that these mayors, now I'm getting something, that makes sense, right, are allowing them to do what they do because they vote them time and again, and they know that they're going to get the vote. Let's continue on with the conversation. Again, this was kicked off on the Morning Joe this morning with host Joe Scarborough, and you've been hearing back and forth audio from a very important guy in the White House that you've heard back and forth that certainly knows what he's talking about, being the White House policy advisor, Stephen Miller. And then they're trying to rail him about the advice to defy court rulings on his immigration orders. That's basically how they're pulling it out there, defying it. It's basically what the law is. They're acting like activist judges. But then there they go, twisting it, making it look like he's going to defy all, no matter what the law is, they're going to break the law. They're not going to listen to anybody. There's a reason why. And listen, there's stuff on the books that protect the president, to protect our country. That's the oath that he took to protect us from foreign and domestic threats.
That's a White House advisor, right?
Oh, my God. It's not even funny. Can't even.
Oh, my God. That's a White House advisor. Did you just hear that? Oh, my God. There's no respect, by the way. I mean, if you disagree with somebody says, then you disagree. Say, I disagree with this individual. I think he's way off basis. It doesn't sound right. It's not my idea. Maybe he's having an off day or something like that. But oh my God, that's his advisor. But it gets worse. It gets worse, folks. Listen in.
Oh my God,
it
was hot. So much worse.
It's much
than I
worse.
Ever thought.
It's much worse.
Wow,
folks. This is MSNBC. Like I said, Jerry Springer is producing the program. Jerry Springer. But there's people that watch it. There's people that listen to this. There's people that believe it. And they scare the crap out of people from this that subscribe to it or don't have a brain.
100% correct.
100% correct. It is a fact. And you will not deny it, a fact that was actually a lie. Right. And then again, he learned this, I guess, in autocracy for young politicos.
Okay, you told me not
hold
to
on a
say
second.
it.
Hold on. When he said
what
did he say about the power?
Powers of the president are very substantial.
And they shall not be questioned.
They will not be questioned.
They will not
this guy
be questioned. That is no. They are.
God.
They are questioned, my young little
lad.
Yeah,
Miller.
Yeah,
they will be questioned.
Okay, first of all, you're a measly MSNBC whatever flunky on a failing network. I always feel like Trump, the failing network. Well, it is a failing network. The numbers are just dismal. But insulting his education, insulting what he knows. There's certain things that go without question because when things are actually on the books, okay, and if you really know what the law is, the power of the president and what he can do, let's not talk about what Obama did. Let's not talk about what Clinton or Bush did. Let's only insult Trump as if he's doing something so horrible, like he's Castro or something. We'll be back.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people. For the people is there.
For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now,
I'm a mom. And just like millions of other women, that's why I own guns. We're responsible, we're law-abiding, and we're everything that makes America strong. Every day, we're willing to use a firearm to defend our families. But the media will never tell those stories. If a mom puts a gun to the face of a home-invading thug and makes him run for his life, the story gets buried. But if she's unarmed and murdered, the cameras will be at the scene before the police. It's time for moms like me to speak out. We are the majority. We demand the freedom to defend our families, and we challenge the media to tell the truth about our rights. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
Engaging and thought-provoking, and a good dose of common sense. We're For the People. Now back to Keith Allen.
all right, we're going to go back to the MSNBC audio from the Morning Joe just to hear a little bit more, because this is really useful. This is the kind of crap that CNN and CBS and NBC, they put this garbage, they put this poison, and this is what is dividing America. This is the poison. This is the garbage. These are the antics that they pull right after listening to somebody from the White House, that somebody is much more educated than any of, again, these so-called hosts on the dwindling numbers of MSNBC. They're horrible. They're horrible. They really are. And but again, Jerry Springer, remember, is the producer for this show.
Judicial review. Alexander Hamilton and James Madison wrote about it in the Federalist Papers. It was enshrined in Madison's Constitution. Andrew Jackson, you go into your president's office, you know that one, and you look on the walls, and there are all these pictures of Andrew Jackson and books of Andrew. He talked about judicial independence. He talked about the
not activist judges and those that are not, not wanting to protect our nation, you idiot.
Got to stop embarrassing themselves by putting this guy out. You got tons of phone calls.
Worst?
I had people working me. Oh, wasn't Miller great? No, he was
You had tons of phone calls? Wasn't Miller great? He was absolutely terrific, because they are protectors of the Constitution and our government and how it works. You don't have an activist judge decide that he's going to overwrite something that in Article 2 says that the president has the perfect right to do, and something, once again, that Obama has done multiple times on his watch. Fact, not fiction.
Worst performance of anybody. That made Susan Rice the Sunday after Benghazi look smooth. I mean, that was
give me a break.
Horrendous and an embarrassment. And when you have somebody saying it is a fact and you will not deny it, and then saying the president will not be...
Okay, we're a little bit over on the break. We do have to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more For the People here across America. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back with more. But this, again, you got to remember, this is what MSNBC does, and this is what the mainstream media will continue to do during a Trump administration. They can't praise him for any good thing that he's done. Well, wait a second. There might be some good stuff that he did do, and they might mention that. We'll be back. For the People has a new way to find us on the web. Just go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. There you can listen to our daily podcasts. When you can't find a radio station that carries us, you can even listen to past shows at forthepeopleshow.com. You can also find our bookstore, where you can order 24 hours a day at the People's Store. Just remember, forthepeopleshow.com. Click there now. For the People is on the air for you. Each day we strive to tell it to you straight, not watered down, so you can know what's going on each day. Our show is different from many of the others on air. We're not afraid of the PC police, and we explain our position, at the same time understanding the left's position and what we can do to further a conservative agenda for America. For the People is listener-supported and relies on listeners like you to help us get the word out. So, if you like what we do and want to help For the People, sign up today at our website at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Your support allows us to report the news fearlessly and guarantees our survival on the air. As a thank you, we'll send you our monthly newsletter with commentary and money-saving tips. Can we count on your support? Thank you for helping America. To become a For the People member, log on to forthepeopleshow.com. Now,
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Hi, I'd like to report a bear hug.
Uh-huh, okay.
Well, we were building a bonfire, and I saw some, dry brush and leaves around, so, I said to move the bonfire somewhere else, and out of nowhere, Smokey Bear shows up and hugs me.
So you noticed some wildfire hazards and moved your bonfire to a safer location.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Smokey, all right. He likes it when people help prevent wildfires. It hits him close to home. Not everybody gets the hug, my friend. So that's pretty special to get a hug from Smokey Bear.
So it was him. Hey, guys, I told you it was Smokey.
Okay, well, congratulations, my friend. And thanks for calling. There are many ways to prevent a wildfire. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service, Ad Council, and your state forester.
If you or someone you care about is a veteran or currently serving in the U.S. military, and you're suffering from symptoms of post-traumatic stress, listen carefully.
Debilitating mood swings, depression, and anxiety are just a fraction of what our brave servicemen and women are fighting to overcome. Fortunately, there is help.
Call 866-966-1020, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Or go to www.realwarriors.net.
Trained personnel are standing by.
Listener supported and proud of it. For the People. Now back to Keith.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, For the People continues, and we're also going to continue on with the audio because I really believe that the audio does paint the portrait of America that the liberal media decides to propagate. It's almost like, you ever been out to a farm where they irrigate? That's what they do. You got the irrigation, the tires, and they kick, the water on the corn and the Milo and all that stuff. I've been to the Midwest. I've seen farmers, friends with farmers, and, that's what the media does. They throw this poison, okay? That's the problem, though. Instead of farmers give fresh water on their plants, we're talking pure, flammable gas that they put on, and they make it sound so believable, make it look so sexy and provocative, that the end of the world is happening and we're out of control. But the Messiah is gone. Daddy Obama, yeah, that's me. He's gone. Now we got somebody that actually has common sense approach, somebody that really cares about our country deeply, about its, they have different ways about him. Obviously, Donald Trump, much more different from the leftist, screaming heart liberal ideology. And, here's a guy that was damaging our country. Some people don't know if that was deliberate. They said that was well-intentioned, but, rules for radicals, that's where he got his marching games and the the players that he was hanging out with wanted the destruction of America, was anti-corporation, anti-this, anti-bank, anti-Wall Street. And he's with Branson on his island